Welcome again to Miss Cindy's Kitchen. I'm going to show you a cool trick that I figured out over the course of making lots and lots and lots and lots of muffins for the baking ministry at church. We bake treats for our coffee shop, and I was making regular size muffins, and then I realized that it's far easier to make minis. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So, and make sure you like and subscribe and comment and share. So, I discovered this recipe for strawberry muffins. It's by All Recipes. And in a future episode, we will take you through the recipe step by step. But for now, I'm going to show you the batter that I already made up for a multiple batch. Because I was going to make a single batch, however, the strawberries that I had set aside for that batch, they kind of got funky. So I opted not to use them, and then we'll show you the recipe when I get some fresh berries.
So you had some funky strawberries.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a 70s band.
That's better than some of the 90s bands' names. True. Anyway, basically, I always have a lot of strawberries in my freezer, because if we get fresh berries and we don't get to them quick enough, I'll freeze them to save them for smoothies or baked goods or anything. So strawberry muffins just sounded really good to me, so I'm like, I gotta try that. So I thought out a bag of frozen strawberries that we had gotten from a food giveaway, and I made up a big batch of these muffins the other day. And then I needed more, so I made up another batch tonight. So I've got the batter already ready, and
Can I see the batter? It's over here.
Strawberry batter.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a mini muffin pan, and it's actually a Pampered Chef Tart pan, which also works for mini muffins or making little mini tarts.
Okay.
Which we may show you in a future episode. But this is a fast way to make a whole bunch of muffins. So, pan spray. Just spray each well. Try to get in the center. Alright. So, standard size cookie scoop. So, I'm going to stir up the batter just to refresh it a little bit. And I've heard that if you let your batter rest after you make up a muffin batter or a quick bread batter, it rises better.
Okay.
So I made this up while our dinner was cooking. So, one standard scoop, fill up a well. So, we're going to go ahead and scoop away, and we'll bring you back when we're done loading up the muffin pans. So this is 72 mini muffins, and I think I will have enough batter to make a dozen of these mini bunt pans.
Those are cute.
Yeah, this is like the same volume as a muffin well, but it just comes out cuter. So anyway, we're gonna bake these, and mini muffins take about 15 minutes. So not only do they bake faster, I'm gonna show you the muffins I made the other night, and then show you how I bag them up for the coffee shop. All right, and these are the muffins that I baked the other day. I put them in this bowl and covered them in plastic, and I put them in our food storage cabinet, otherwise known as a non-functioning over-the-stove microwave. With the minis, I put 2 per baggie, and that works for adults as well as little kids. You know, nice small muffins, nice bite-sized muffins. So basically we just bag up our snacks individually, you know, like 1 serving size. So that's pretty much it. There's a strawberry leaf on this. Must have used these for strawberries last time. And So that's pretty much it. I just go through and I put two. I like these little square snack baggies. Because these Walmart and Winco carry them. They're the perfect size for individual snacks. So I make up probably anywhere from like 50 to 100 of these baggies each week. So we can have plenty of snacks. And a lot of my friends at church also make snacks for the coffee shop. Our baking team used to meet on Wednesday nights, but everybody had life happen, so they couldn't meet on Wednesdays, so they've been baking at home, which is what I'm doing. And that way I can try out new recipes, old favorites, and then show you guys what I do. So basically 2 minis is about the volume of a full muffin.
Huh.
And we always make our muffins about 2/3 full, which is like 2 scoops of dough, because we don't want them to crown too much because they kind of flop over and look funny. I know it doesn't sound very flattering, but anyway, you can see what I get up to during the week in between shooting videos and making meals for the family. This is about 72 minis, maybe a couple less because I think we had samples for the family before I covered them up. But anyway, I'm going to keep on bagging these. And just make sure you like and subscribe. And keep on sharing and commenting. And then pretty soon we'll bring you back and show you a full video on how we made the strawberry muffins. So have a great evening.
Thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen. To get more recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Share it out to your friends, family, neighbors, and leave us a comment to let us know how this recipe worked for you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Again, thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen.